Hello, this is me talking about what happened to me with my DMT experience. I have never taken psychedelic before. I'd just purely taken weed. I'd purely smoked weed. I had one mushroom at a festival like 5-6 years ago, but that doesn't really count. My fiance is what he calls a psychonaut. So he's been raving about DMT for ages, so I thought I'd give it a pop. Pretty much what happened was he rolled it up into a cigarette. I don't know how much he rolled at any point. He rolled some up into a one Skinner cigarette, and he was like, right, 3 drags, and then passed it to me. So I took my 3 drags, tried to hold it in for as long as I could. Got a sweat on more than anything to begin with, and I remember the first trip wasn't amazing, no offence to DMT. I sort of was lying on his couch and I could see the walls breathing, is the simplest way of explaining it, and distance to a certain point didn't actually really exist. He has sort of a plant of sorts by his window, and I'd probably say I was about 2 meters away from it, but I literally thought if I stretched my arm out I could have grabbed it because it was like there with me. I did comment on the fact that you see shadows and stuff all the time, but I sort of was seeing these shadows that were sort of in the shape of Tibetan monks, like Tibetan Buddhas. Sort of just wherever I looked, it was sort of in my eye, just this Buddha. And that was my first mild journey. That didn't last long at all, so he was like, alright, okay, I'll give you a small pipe and see what happens then. And I was like, okay. So he was like, right, inhale. I know how to do a pipe, so I did it. And that actually did fuck all. It really did. No offence to DMT. Again, the first hit with the room breathing was stronger than my second. And he turned around to me and was like, oh, are you feeling anything? I was like, I think so. And he was like, no, you're definitely not. So he decided to whack what remnants he had in, which he said it wasn't much. But again, I don't know. He said it was like half of what he usually takes, a quarter of what he usually takes. I'm not too sure which one he eventually decided on. But he whacked it all in the pipe, and he said, right, remember to breathe. All right, that's the first thing I can tell you, which I didn't remember to do. But he was like, remember to breathe, okay? And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I took the hit, and I'm holding it in, and I have my eyes sort of closed, and I remember, because he'd played me footage of him, and I thought it was terrifying listening to it, but I remember him doing the deep breathing and back out, and I remember doing that, and him going, take the rest. I'm like, no, I'm there, and I swear, I don't think I was fighting it. I think I was just absolutely amazed by it. I kept describing it as phone apps, so I won't now, but it was like everything sort of, as they say, it shifted, so it was like everything sort of went a bit animated at first, not like Bugs Bunny animated or anything like that, or not like how you're seeing this now, but everything sort of just went animated, and then before I knew it, I had my eyes open the whole time as far as I remember, apart from little bits. And it was just like someone had just chucked every single colour that you could ever imagine, and even some that you couldn't, into the room. And there was no like divide between anything, which he'd said to me. He was like, "Oh, you'll see that everything is one." And I'm like, "Yeah, alright, whatever." And but I swear it was like, the room, whilst I was aware to a certain point, I couldn't feel myself. I was, I got told that I was flailing around like a good one, which, as I say, he thinks that was me battering against it. But I was just. He told me that I was swearing at him a lot because he'd obviously told me what the trip was going to be like, and I was like, "No, shut up," you know. And mate, I swear to God, I saw Buddha, and I saw Jim Carrey, of all people. I've been watching a lot of his footage recently of him talking about his, like, the power of now and spirituality and stuff, and he sort of popped in. But it was like, in this room that I was in, the only two things I could see were the fireplace and my fiance, and it was just like one big picture. It wasn't like I was seeing. It wasn't like I was seeing the fireplace and Mikkel. It was. It was just all one, which was bizarre. And as I say, the colours were just phenomenal, absolutely amazing. Obviously, it started off. I knew that I was coming on to it because I'd read up about it. And like, oh, you'll hear ringing in your ears. And as soon as the ringing started, I remember just going like that, going, "Fuck no," because I knew I was in it. That was quite overpowering. I think that's what scared me more. And I did cry, just because I'm a wuss more than anything. But I mean, me saying this now is like, it doesn't even begin to explain what you see. No, I don't think anyone can fully express what they saw. You can try, and people might be listening to this going, "Yeah, I know," but everyone's experience is going to be different. And I swear, it's like, it was mental. Like, Mikhail was talking to me. He's telling me to calm down because I did forget to breathe. He's going like, "Vicky, breathe, Vicky, breathe," and I'm like, okay. I felt like I was in labour, because I was just awestrucken by it all. Because I said "wow" about 1,000 times. He said that I was shouting at him because he was right. Like, "Fuck you, motherfucker! You were fucking right, you bastard!" and all this lot. And yeah, at one point I did have to sort of just go, "Right, fuck this," lie back, and I sort of tried to hide into the sofa, and then I know that I closed my eyes at that point, because I put my hands over my eyes like that, both my hands, and I remember going, "Fuck no," pulling my hands back off, because what I saw when I closed my eyes and covered my eyes was just, again, this is the lamest way I can explain it, was just like a kaleidoscope, just a pure patterns. Just, I mean, I don't know how I can get this without it, you know. And to a certain point, I still believe I can, you know. I've got a good imagination, but even I could not have imagined just what it was. Like, voices were just distorted. I don't know where I was, in all fairness. I'm not going to try and, I've been trying to explain it to myself, but the fact of the matter is I can't, because I just don't know where I was. I was just, I mean, Mikhail thinks obviously because I was still talking and I was fucking freaking out. He was like, "Yeah, you weren't fully there." I was like, "Oof, well, if this isn't fully there, I don't know if I want to go fully there, you know." And after watching, I watched The Spirit Molecule as well, and they were like, "Do you like roller coasters?" And a few of the people went no, and they're like, "Alright, this isn't going to be good for you then." And I hate roller coasters, and I still do. And it was like a kick in the face. Just the colours were just, it was mainly for me, it was like, just the colours were fucking spectacular. And yeah, when I covered my eyes, the patterns were just it was amazing. Um, yeah, um, yeah, it was just there are no words. That's how like Kel sort of explained it to me. Like there are no words. Are there? I'm like, no, there really isn't. And I mean, this is just a basic overview of what I saw, so I don't want you to think that it was shit, 'cause it really wasn't. But I mean, at the end I was like, I need water, and I was still obviously like cuts the image off quite quickly, but you still feel the buzz for a while, and I was still looking around at things for ages, and even now I'm like looking at things going, yeah, I know what you're about, you know, so it definitely did something. And he said, I went, oh, I want water, so we went off and got some water, and he brought it back and held it out for me, and I just remember looking at him and going, I can't take it from you because I don't know where it is. And he just laughed his fucking tits off at that, because I genuinely, I couldn't comprehend where it was. I was like, right, it's not real, I don't know where it is, you know, so it was like, what? And I did swear at him a lot. I was like, fuck you, what, you fuck, because he was like, I'm right, I was like, you bastard. I got very, I wasn't finding it, but it was still me going, whoa, what is me? But, I don't know. It's all very weird. Like, I've still got my ego. Just because my ego is a powerful little bastard. I think Kel said the reason why the first two hits didn't work on me is because my MAO is too high. Too high, yeah, so it cuts down DMT pretty quickly, which is why I suffer from depression. And yeah, that was the funniest part when I was like, I don't know where it is. There was probably a lot more that I could try and explain, but I don't really know what to say. They're making more tonight. They made more yesterday. I think I'm going to be buying some, but I'm going to be saving it. I'm not going to become a fucking psychonaut and start taking it every week. I've sort of seen a glimpse, and that's enough for me right now. I don't think I'll ever take enough to send me right out. I was pretty far out in my personal opinion for someone who's never taken a hallucinogenic psychedelic before. And I've been fighting with my ego, fighting with myself for the past like 24 hours, going, what the fuck happened? But it's one of them where you can't begin to explain it. I say I saw Buddha. Jim Carrey was there just to let me know it was alright, which was amazing. It sounds sad, but it was awesome. Yeah, that was a pretty shitty review, just because of the way I speak, but that was my basic review of my DMT experience. It did happen 36 hours ago, so I really should have. I think my next one, I'm literally gonna record, like, even if I just record my voice or whatever, or try and film it, but I don't know how I'd do that. But yeah, DMT, it's an interesting one. Take care.